Hello and welcome. Yes, to another look in the box. So, what do we have today? We have yet another different company. We're back down to 72 scale again, though this aircraft, the largest single-seat fighter aircraft produced by the Allied forces during the war. We're in service, proper service. The sort of single engine. Is it single engine, single seat? That combination is the largest. The P-47 is huge. That's basically what we're getting at here. So this one, as you can see, was purchased from the Newark Air Museum. Every now and visit counts. Not sponsored, but check them out. Check them out. Check them out. It doesn't cost you anything to get. It's a great thing. This and here I make it fair, balanced. For this shop at Newark and for the Midland Air Museum, you don't have to pay entrance to the museum just to use the shop. So check them out. They're proper model shops. So this came from Newark. Very reasonable price. I'm very happy with that price. I think it's very reasonable for the going rate for 72 scale models at the minute for fighters, especially for the size of this. So this is the Academy kit. As you can see, it is called, it's a special boxing actually for Eileen, P-47D, bubble top, in olive drab, D-Day markings underneath there. Some really nice box art, 50 years since 1989. That's probably the company. Academy South Korean, I want to say. And Eileen was a P-47 of my favourite fighter group, the 78th, the Duxford Eagles. So this aircraft would have been out to Duxford at some point in real life. Quite a popular modelling subject. So there's some pictures of the completed model. Looking rather nice. I need to get some more of that, I think, chromate colour interior. Another picture on that side with showing the name off nicely. Very flatly painted, but I believe this comes from they have to show it in a condition where anyone could believe they could actually reproduce that. So what do you actually get in the box? Now here you are, see straight away for a particular aircraft only needs one type of propeller style, but there you get both. Here is the model. Obviously, check parts this before unsealing. We do get the second aircraft in there, actually. There we are. So there's the instructions. So step one, very simple. Cockpit together, basic cockpit together. Into the aircraft, close up. Engine construction and cowling. Doing part of the radiator at the front. All on. Very, very simple stuff. See painting diagram to choose the right propeller. Wheels down. I don't know if wheels off is an option. I'll have to look when we look through. All the colours you need at the bottom. And then the different loadouts. Because unlike Airfix, they actually give you a loadout with this one. Sorry, that lag, I've not dropped it. I mean, how many weeks ago since you watched that? It's the same night, basic recording. This is the final one I'm doing tonight. Bazookas, bombs, rockets, fuel tanks, you choose. And then the paint diagram. So here is Eileen, 78th Fighter Group, England 1944. So this is based at Duxford at the same this time. This is set even better. So you can see it needs the paddle propeller. In fact, both of these need a paddle propeller. And the other one is for the 527th Fighter Squadron, 86th Fighter Group, Pisa, Italy, 1944. Can't read the name on that one, but yeah, looks like it's Thumper from Bambi on it. And there's your parts list on the back. So check that before you unseal it. So we checked it. Does that mean we can unseal that now? No, you need to check it against that, but the only way you can redo that is to open the packet. So yeah, we'll come to that as parts anyway. Let's look at this first. It is called Rabbit. And it's not Thumper, it's Bugs Bunny. And that goes on the other side of the cowling for that one. The 1-300 is doing the same thing as the Ataku model. Oh, it's already open. I've not actually been into this kit yet. So make sure to pull that away. Some stencils here. Now, an interesting thought is I did Revel P-47. It's still behind me. It's one of the few of my older kits I still got, fortunately. And it had twice the amount of stencils to go on it as this. And when both P-47s I've seen in real life, both an airworthy version and a static and museum example, not one of them didn't have any of them on it, and the other one didn't have half the ones, even a quarter of the ones that the ones I put on that one that the Rebel was insisting on did. But hey, they're all on it. Part of it is I keep it. Even our D-Day stripes transfer, that's going to be interesting. We might use them, might utilise it all. I mean, in real life they were painted on and looked quite poor. I might well put it on. To have a nice smart one. A modern museum example maybe. Hopefulness for the one that's based at Duxford now. Well, seems to be living there. Transfers look quite thick. They do look quite thick. You can sort of see that, can't you, in the way it's doing it. So hopefully the Microsoft will sort that out. But the checkerboards for the 78th colours. These are for the Italian one. So quite attractive, really. If that goes on the tailplane as well as the vertical stabiliser and rudder, that's quite interesting. So there we are, and this is just some general gumph about do's and don'ts, how to clip out a kit and nuts. We won't bother with those. Oh, let's put those back in the packet, shall we? Keep them relatively safe. They've survived this long. So this is a 2001 release, as you can see. They've re-released it obviously more recently with this special 50th anniversary packaging. So pop all that in there and we'll get this open. Now, I did have my pair of scissors from right to hand a second ago. I do apologise. There we are. Right. The point, we'll just cut that open. No, destroy any resale value they might have, eh? So, first up, all in one bag, again that scratching problem I mentioned on the Lancaster. There's the canopy. Not brilliant, but not have to be perfect. With this domed effect, you're going to get a distortion anyway, so it looks nice. So, here's the kit itself. Now, I remember when we first discovered Academy, it was like such a breath refresher. I did a Spitfire 19 and a friend of mine, Tom, he did a Hawk Typhoon. And yeah, we were absolutely blown away at the quality jump from Airfix and Revel to this. So nice and recessed, rivets down there, don't count them. You don't want to do that. Beautifully moulded. Can't see any flash at all. Is that some tyre tread moulded onto there? There was a little bit of flash on the wheels, but yes, it's a nice tyre tread on there. Headrest now. I'll look at the interior. Some interior detail loosely put on. Probably just put that in black or something just to make it look good. You probably won't see it at all once it's together. I mean, I've got the canopy open or closed on that one. I can't really see into that one. Mostly because it's higher than me. I'll get it down. Can you? So this is the Revel one I built with aftermarket decals for. Oh, come on. 8 nifties. So this was one I built not long after sort of coming back to the hobby in 2015. But as you can see, this is what I'm on about. You can't really see in there, even when I do dust off the. Let's use the brush so it gets a bit better job done. You can't really see in there, so don't worry about it too much. Is what I'm trying to say again. But yeah, nice build that. Enjoyed that one. Even with all those stencils on, you can see some of there, but say not spotted some on the real one. But anyway. Bazooka pods, instrument panel and rudder pedals, drop tank pylons, tail. Oh, sorry, it's here. That's your horizontal stabilizer. Yeah, the vertical stabilizer. I say horizontal. No, I meant the vertical. Whichever one. If I said that wrong for that one, that's the vertical stabilizer. the horizontal ones. Then you got the elevator and the rudder. See, there's the cowling. That way up. Seat. Two different styles of propeller. I think it's this one we're using. It's got the square bit here. Look at the instruction sheet. I think both of them actually need this one. Neither one needs this one. It's the older paddle style blade. So you get a bit more speed with that one. You get a bit more pull with that one, but less speed, obviously. I see the tubes are hollowed out on the bazookas. Yeah, so keep that ordnance because it's going to be used for another kit. Right, let's have a look at this. Yeah, it looks fairly simple. We could get these posed up if you wanted to. You might just want to build it up in here a little bit. There's some nice detail in there, look at that. You want to build it up in there a little bit just so it sits and sit flat. So a little bit of white tack even would do it. It's not something you can push into and clean off the edge. Run a little bit of glue around just to seal it in. Perfect, done. Gun barrels, nicely moulded on. So the wing detail's very nice. Yeah, nice straightforward, simple build. There's some bombs, side of the wheels. Engine's a little bit basic, maybe. Really only a single piece. Engine, because it's also, I think it's two rows in real life, 2 rows of cylinders. Yeah, it's just two. Where did I miss the other one then? On there. Ah. Should be there. Oh dear. So that bit I was joking about, checking the parts list before opening it. Yes, it does appear we are actually missing. Check the floor quickly. Yeah, we are actually missing a part. Wow. That's not to worry. You can buy replacement engines, so I'll find a replacement engine for this before I build it. Look who spotted that, see? That's another reason these are helpful to me. They're not just unboxings. But yes. But there we are. All in all though, I'd say I'm very impressed. That's obviously a Freaks thing. Now, I'm not sure, I'll have to check the video back to see if I could see that before I undid the packaging. Because that would be interesting, because obviously they say this thing's supposed to do it before unsealing. But yeah, if you couldn't see it, then yeah. But anyway, not a problem. We can replace that. There'll be a nice resin engine or something available for it. I know there are in the larger scales, so not a problem there. Pop the other one up here, out of the way again before I forget. Excellent, isn't it? Incidentally, it's one of the only 2 aircraft in my collection. I'm not sure the other one's still with me, to be honest. That I've ever displayed at a model show so far. And I hope to change that this year by displaying something on the Special Interest Group stand for the Asian Air Arm Special Interest Group. So, yeah. Well, thank you for watching. I hope that's been informative for those of you thinking about buying the kit. And yeah, oh, not going in. Oh well, I'll leave that. I'll just end the video first, shall I? Yes, so stay safe, be well, and I can see another 4 boxes from here that can be done. Things that need to go into my stash, and then when I go up to take those up, I can bring some other bits down and we can do those. I can do those and look through them. There's going to be a special bumper one, which I'm thinking actually might actually just be 5 separate videos to keep it from being too long, because I mean the Lank one went on for half an hour or so, didn't it? I've got a Hasegawa Blue Angels history set, which is quite interesting because it was accurate to the point it was made. So the first I think I'm going to break that down to 5 videos. The first one will be looking at some of the extra bits he got in the box, because it came with like a patch and some stuff like that, and then we'll look at the first kit and then work our way through coming up for, so starting with the Panther, going on to the Cougar, the F1-11, the F4 Phantom, and then the A4 Skyhawk. So for those of you who remember the Blue Angels back when they flew the Skyhawk, That's as modern as it got at the time. And then there's also has a Gower Mitsubishi T2, which is the kit I had to build for that. An Edward Spitfire Mark 8, the £3.50 Spitfire, if you remember that video from last year when it arrived. And the Airfix 48 scale Super Seafire Mark 17 F17. So yes, plenty to look forward to, I hope. If you enjoy these videos, and obviously this gives you an idea of what I'll be able to have to build coming up. Now, the Fuga is a really good case in point on this one. Oh, yeah. I was going to do this as the Belgian option, this Fuga. Here we are. So it just needs the canopy masking up. But I had a comment from someone who said their father flew the Fuga in the Irish Air Corps, and also that Scheme 1 in this is an Irish Air Corps example, actually, of the Silver Swallows? Silver Swallows, yeah, I got it right. There we are. So I've actually changed my mind. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to do it as the Silver Swallows one, because I just wanted to build a Fuga on that one. So if there is any of these videos I do, you know, if you want to see it, let me know in the comments, please. You know, sort of say, oh, would love to see this one soon. And it doesn't mean I'm definitely going to drop everything and do it right away, but at the same point in time, I will consider it. And I'm thinking, I really fancy building something, not quite sure. Oh, let's have a look and see what people have asked for on the comments, because then, you know, it helps you. I produce something you want to see, and at the same point in time, you help me by helping me choose my next kit to build. Because obviously I want to build them all, I haven't brought them. I bought them, you know, so yeah. Anyway, take care, stay safe, be well, and I'll speak to you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.